Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, so when you're ready, so kindly start the recitations, please.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Atha Ditya Sanjay Uvacha Tam Tatha Kripyavistam Ashrupurna Kulekshanam Vishidantam Idam Vakyam Uvacha Madhusudanaha.
Sanjay said, seeing Arjun full of compassion, his mind depressed, his eyes full of tears, Madhusudana Krishna spoke the following words.
श्रीभगवानुवाच कुतास्त्वकस्मलम् इदं विस्मे समुपस्थितम् अनार्याजुष्टम् अस्वर्ग्यम् अकीर्तिकर्म अर्जुन.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, my dear Arjun, how have these impurities come upon you? They are not at all bef- befitting a man who knows the value of life. They lead not to higher planets but no infamy.
क्लैब्यम् गमापार्था नैतत्त्वे उपपद्यते शूद्रं हृदया दौर्बल्यं त्यक्तो वितिष्ठ अपरन्तपा.
O son of Pratha, do not yield to this degrading impotency. It does not become you. Give up such a petty weakness of heart and arise, O chastiser of the enemy.
अर्जुनवाच कथं भीष्मं साङ्ख्ये द्रोणं च मधुसूदना इषुभिः प्रतियोत्स्यामि पूजार्हरिसूदना.
Arjun said, O killer of enemies, O killer of Madhu, how can I counterattack with arrows in battle men like Bhishma and Drona who are worthy of my worship?
गुरुन् हत्वा हि महानुभावान् श्रेयो भोक्तं भैक्ष्यम् अपीह लोके हत्वार्थकामं तु गुरुन् एव भुञ्जीया भोगान् रुधिरापदिग्धान्.
It would be better to live in this world by begging than to live at the cost of the lives of great souls who are my teachers. Even though desiring worldly gain, they are superior. If they are killed, everything we enjoy will be tainted with blood.
नाचेतत् विद्मा कतरान्नगरीयो यद्वा जयमा यदि वा न जेयु यान् एव हत्वा न जिजीविषामस् ते अवस्थिता प्रमुखे धातराष्ट्रा.
Nor do we know which is better, conquering them or being conquered by them. If we kill the sons of Dhritarashtra, we should not care to live, yet they are now standing before us on the battlefield.
कार्पण्यदोषोपता स्वभावा पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेता यच्छ्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं साधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्.
Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me.
नाहि प्रपश्यामि ममापनुद्यात् यच्छोकम् उच्छसनम् इन्द्रियाणाम् अवाप्या भूमा असपत्नं वृद्धं राज्यं सुराणामपि चाधिपत्यम्.
I can find no means to drive away this grief which is drying up my senses. I will not be able to dispel it even if I win a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven.
सञ्जय उवाच एवमुक्त्वा ऋषिकेशं गुडाकेशा परन्तपा नायोध्या इति गोविन्दम् उक्त्वा तुष्णीं बभूवः.
Sanjay said, Having spoken thus, Arjun, chaster of enemies, told Krishna, Govinda, I shall not fight, and fell silent.
तं उवाच ऋषिकेश प्रहसन् इव भारत सैन्योर्उभयोर्मध्ये विसीदन्तम् इदं वचः
O descendant of Bharata, at that time Krishna, smiling in the midst of both the enemies, spoke the following words to the grief-stricken Arjun.
श्रीभगवानुवाच असोच्यान् अन्वशोचस्त्वां प्रज्ञावादंश्च भाससे गतासुंश्च नानुशोचन्ति पण्डिताः
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, while speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead.
नात्वम् एवाहं जातु नासं नात्वं नेमे जनाधिपा न चैवा न भविष्यमा सर्वे वयम् अतः परम्
Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any of us cease to be.
देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरा प्राप्ते धीरास्तत्र न मुह्यति
As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. A sober person is not bewildered by such a change.
माता स्पर्शस्तु कौन्तेय शीतोष्ण सुखदुःखदा अगामि अग अगमापायिनो नित्या तं तितिक्षवा भारता
O son of Kunti, the non permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. They arise from sense perception, O section of Bharata, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed.
यं हि न व्यथ्यन्ते ते पुरुषं पुरुषाशभा समदुःख सुखं धीरं स अमृतवाय कल्पते
O best among men, Arjuna, the person who is not disturbed by happiness and distress and is steady in both is certainly eligible for liberation.
नासतो विद्यते भावो न भावो विद्यते सतः उभयोरपि दृष्टो अन्तस्त्वनन्यस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः
Those who are seers of the truth have concluded that of the monextant, the material body, there is no endurance, and of the eternal, the soul, there is no change. This they have concluded by studying the nature of both.
अविनाशी तु तद्विधि येन सर्वम् इदं ततं विनाशम् अव्ययस्यात् न कश्चित् कर्तुम् अर्हति
That which pervades the entire body you should know to be indestructible. No one is able to destroy that imperishable soul. Imperishable soul, sorry, pardon.
अन्तवन्त इमे देहा नित्यास्योक्तः शरीरिणा अनासीनो अप्रमेयस्य तस्माद् युध्यस्व भारत
The material body of the indestructible, immeasurable, and eternal living entity is sure to come to an end. Therefore, fight, O descendant of Bharata.
या एनं वेत्ति हन्तारं यश्च न मन्यते हतम् उभयो तौ न विजानीतो नायं हन्ति न हन्यते
Neither he who thinks the living entity the slayer, nor he who thinks it slain is in knowledge, for the self slays not, nor is slain.
न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूया अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे
For the soul, there is neither birth nor a death at any time. He has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain.
वेदा विनाशिनं नित्यं यायिनम् अजम् अव्ययं कथं सा पुरुषा पार्थ काम कामं घात्यति हन्तिकम्.
O Pratha, how can a person who knows that the soul is indestructible, eternal, unborn, and immutable kill anyone or cause anyone to kill?
वासां च जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि.
As a person puts on a new garment, giving up old ones, the soul similarly accepts a new material body, giving up the old and useless ones.
नैनं छिन्दन्ति शास्त्राणि नैनं ददाति पावका न चैनं क्लेदयन्ति अपो न शोष्यति मारुतः.
The soul can never be cut to pieces by any weapon, nor burned by fire, nor moistened by water, nor withered by the wind.
अच्छेद्योऽयम् अदायोऽयम् अक्लेद्यो शोष्य एव च नित्या सर्वगता स्थाणुर् अचलोऽयं सनातनः.
This individual soul is unbreakable and insoluble and can be neither burned nor dried. He is everlasting, present everywhere, unchangeable, immovable, and eternally the same.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, and forgive me for all the mistakes.
Om Tat Sat iti
Thank you.
Srimad Bhagavadgitasu Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam
शास्त्रे श्री कृष्ण अर्जुन संवादे
Sankhya Yoga.
सांख्य योग नाम द्वितीय अध्याय.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so
Hare
much,
Krishna.
Mataji and Diti Mataji. Very beautiful recitations. Thank you so much. Okay, so we got a devotees here. Debashish Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Debashish Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Bol.
Then Pranam and Dada Sevka Mataji, Sanjita Mataji, Meena Mataji, then Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam and Dandavat Pranam to all the devotees.
And Usha Mataji, then Pranam. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, we shall move to the next part. Radha Sevka Mataji.
Hare Krishna, everybody. Pranams.
Then Pranam.
How is everybody?
All well, Mataji. I hope with the blessings of Krishna and Acharyas and Gurus and Vaishnavas, everyone. Okay, so we shall start our japa. So, Radha Sevka Mataji, would you like to do the Panchatattva mantra 3 times and then we shall start our japa?
Yeah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama
Hare Rama, Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama Hare
Hare.
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare.
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you so much. If devotees are chanting, so kindly do that in the background. So meanwhile, we shall enter into the next part of our program. That's the Kirtan. So today our Kirtaniyas are Shrestha Mataji and family. Hare Krishna, Shrestha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
So when you're ready, would you like to start the Kirtan Mataji?
Yeah, we'll just Jai Radha Mother Prabhu.
Jai Radha.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Randana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Randana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Randana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Randana Yamuna Tira Vanatari Munadija Vanatari Jayarada Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Munatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda, Radha Gokula Nanda, Radha Gokula Nanda, Sri Radhe. Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda, Radha Gokula Nanda, Radha Gokula Nanda, Sri Radhe. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshmana, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshmana, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Sri Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Sri Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Nitya Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gora Hari Bol, Nitya Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Very beautiful. Purvasha Mataji and Franshu Prabhuji and Sanchita Mataji. Very nice. So blissful. And it is very nice to hear you after a very long time. It is very auspicious to hear your Kirtan Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhu. The children are a bit busy, so we wanted to prepare some other bhajan, but we did not get time. So maybe next time we'll do.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so we shall move on to the next part. We got Kishori Gokulanandini Mataji and Sita Sundari Mataji. Then Pranam for kindly joining.
Hare
Hare
Krishna Prabhu.
Krishna
Dandavat
Prabhuji.
pranam to everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Okay.
Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna all devotees. Dandavat pranam.
Then Pranam Mataji. It is nice to see you, Mataji, after a long time.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji.
And we are, it is very rare for us to see such kind of great souls. And
We are so happy to to be there. Thank you.
thank you, Mataji. Okay, so we shall move on to the next part. So this Guru Vandana, Guru Charana Padma Bhai, Devashish Prabhuji and Bhavi Mataji, or just Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Is me only, Prabhu.
You only, okay, thank you, Prabhuji. You want someone to accompany you, Prabhuji?
That's fine, Prabhu. I'll do it myself.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevoli Bhakti Shadma Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevoli Bhakti Shadma Mandu Mui Shabdhana Mate Mandu Mui Shabdhana Mate Jaharo Prasade Bhai E Bhavoturiya Jai Jaharo Prasade Bhai E Bhavoturiya Jai Krishna Prapti Hai Jaha Hoite Krishna Prapti Hai Jaha Hoite Guru Mukha Padmo Bako Chitte Te Kuriya Vako Guru Mukha Padmo Bako Chitte Te Kuriya Vako Arna Kuriyo Mone Asha Arna Kuriyo Mone Asha Sri Guru Charane Roti Eishe Uttama Goti Sri Guru Charane Roti Eishe Uttama Goti Je Prasade Pure Sarvo Asha Je Prasade Pure Sarvo Asha চক্ষুদান দিল যে জন্মে জন্মে প্রভু সে চক্ষুদান দিল যে জন্মে জন্মে প্রভু সে দিবজ্ঞান হৃদয় প্রকাশিত দিবজ্ঞান হৃদয় প্রকাশিত প্রেম ভক্তি যাহা হইতে অবিদ্যা বিনাশ যাতে, প্রেম ভক্তি যাহা হইতে অবিদ্যা বিনাশ যাতে, বেদে গায় যাহার চরিত, বেদে গায় যাহার চরিত, শ্রী গুরু শ্রী গুরু করুণা সিন্ধু অধম জনর বন্ধু, শ্রী গুরু করুণা সিন্ধু অধম জনর বন্ধু, লোকনাথ লোকের জীবন, লোকনাথ লোকের জীবন, হা হা প্রভু কর দয়া দেহ মোরে পদ ছায়া, আহা প্রভু কর দয়া দেহ মোরে পদ ছায়া, এবে যশ ঘুষুক ত্রিভুবন, এবে যশ ঘুষুক ত্রিভুবন, প্রভুপাদ পতিত পাবন, প্রভুপাদ পতিত পাবন. Can you go a little bit down, please? প্রভুপাদ পতিত পাবন, প্রভুপাদ পতিত পাবন, জয় প্রভুপাদ, 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 জয় প্রভুপাদ, জয় গুরুদেব, 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 জয় গুরুদেব, নিতাই গৌর হরি বল, হরি বল, হরি বল, নিতাই গৌর হরি বল, নিতাই গৌর হরি বল, হরি বল, হরি বল, নিতাই গৌর হরি বল. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very beautiful and blissful. Thank you so much. Nice Guru Vandana.
Very nice Guru Vandana Devashish Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so we shall move on to the next Mangalacharan prayers by Her Grace Sita Sundari Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare
Very,
Krishna.
very Mataji.
Okay. Om Ajnano Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Tasmai Jano Sri Gurube Namaha Bande Sri Chaitanyam Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Shayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadati Sampadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavangsha Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatang Sahagana Raghunathitam Tam Sajivam Sadhuitam Sabdhutam Parijanya Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Krishna Padan Sahagana Lolita Sri Vishakhannitasya He Krishna Sri Guru He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute তপ্ত কাঞ্চন গৌরাঙ্গী রাধে বৃন্দাবনেশ্বরী বৃষভানু সুতে দেবী প্রণমামি হরিপ্রিয়ে বাঞ্ছা কল্পতরুভস্য কৃপা সিন্ধুভ্য এব চ পতিতানাং পাবনেভ্যো বৈষ্ণবেভ্যো নমো নমঃ শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শ্রীবাসাদি গৌর ভক্ত বৃন্দ হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে. नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नमिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very beautifully done. Very
हरे
beautiful. Okay, thank you. Okay, we shall move to the next part. Premadvani prayers by Bhaktini Meenakshi Rana Mataji. Hare Krishna Meena Mataji. Hare Krishna Meena Mataji. Okay, if Meena Mataji is not available, can I request any other devotees? Kishori Gokulanandini Mataji, would you like to lead the Premadvani prayers?
Prabhu, I can, but there are some words that I will mispronounce, so please excuse me for that. It's just the tongue twisters. I can't say them properly. So everybody, please forgive me. Jaya Nitya Lila Parivrata Om Vishnu Pada Param Hamsa Parikvarjara Acharya Astatora Statha Srimadi Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnu Pad Paramhamsa Parikraja Acharya Astatotara Satha Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrind Ki Jai.
Jai.
Nama Acharya Haridas Thakur Ki
Jai.
Jai. ISKCON founder Acharya Shira Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai. Param Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrind Ki Jai.
Jai.
Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shyamakun Radhakun Giri Govardhan Ki Jai.
Jai.
Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai.
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 Mathura Dham Ki Jai.
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 Bhavati Dham Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai.
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 Ganga Maiya Ki Jai.
Jai.
Yamuna Maiya Ki Jai.
Jai.
Tulsi Devi Ki Jai.
Jai.
Bhakti Devi Ki Jai.
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 Kirtan Yajna Ki Jai.
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 Bhakta Brind, sorry. Prahat Mridanga Ki Jai.
Jai.
Samved Bhakta Brind Ki Jai.
Jai.
Gora Prema Hari 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 Bol.
Hari Hari Bol.
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All devotees to Sri Guru and Gauranga.
Hare
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Sorry for the mistakes.
Hare Bol.
Very
Sorry,
beautiful,
Prabhu.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we shall move to the next part, Srimad Bhagavadgita. So today we are in the verses 17 and 18. We are going to discuss. Gaur Sangha speakers are going to speak on this one. So before we start, is there any children to do the Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva 3 times to lead, and we all follow behind you? Do we have Ramlala Prabhuji? Okay, Devi Shrestha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. My children wants to say Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Thank you.
Yes,
Go
Mataji.
ahead. Go ahead.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om
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 Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Ananta
Jai.
Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai.
Yeah.
Jai.
Thank you, Prabhuji, giving for my children opportunity. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Okay, so initially, we are going to recite this verse in the last session in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So Prabhavati Mataji has explained, Nasto vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate tataha, ubhayorapi drushtuantaha, tanayoho tattvadarshibhihi. So that is, for the material body, temporary material body, there is no any permanence for it. But at the same time, for the spirit soul, there is no loss for it. Spirit soul is always existing. So by observing both the matter and the eternal spirit soul, the scholars or the great sages, they have decided, Ubhayorapi drushtu antaha tvanayo tattvadarshibhihi. Tattvadarshibhihi. They have also confirmed. So this is Krishna is mentioning about the opinion of the great personalities. So this was discussed in the previous section. So they have concluded by studying the nature of the both, the matter and the soul. Okay, so we are going to continue in the from the next 17th verse. This is the Sankhya Yoga, where Krishna is describing in a different aspects of the soul and matter to separate both of them. This is the purpose of Sankhya Yoga. So, so for the recitation, I request all the dear devotees, I recite line by line, wherever it is possible, kindly unmute and follow behind me. Avinasitu tadviddi,
Avinashi
Avinashito tadviddi
yena sarvam idam tatam,
Yena
yena
Sarvam
sarvam
Idam
idam tatam
vinasham aviyasya asya,
Vinasyam
vinasham avyasya yasya
na kaschit kartumarhati,
Na
na kaschit
Kaschit
kartum arhati
avinasitu tadviddi,
Avinashito tadviddi
Tadvidhi
yena sarvam idam tatam,
Yena
yena sarvam
Sarvam
idam
Idam
tatam
Tatam
vinasham avyasya asya,
vinashanam
Vinasyam
avyasya
Avyasya
yasya
na kaschit kartumarhati.
Na
na
Kaschit
kaschit kartum
Kartumarhati
arhati
Avinasitu tadviddi,
avinashito
Avinashito
tadviddi
Tadvidhi
yena sarvam idam tatam,
Yena
Yena
na
sarvam idam
Sarvam
kaschit
tatam
Idam
tatam
Tatam
vinasham avyasya asya,
vinasham
Vinasham
avyasya
Avyasya
yasya
na kaschit kartumarhati.
na
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 kaschit
Kaschit
kaschit kartum
Kartumarhati
arhati.
Thank you so much. Can I request the devotees to recite this verse? Take it turns from the alphabetical order, starting from Devashish Prabhuji.
avinashi tu tad viddhi yana sarvam idam tatam vinasham avayashaya na kaschit katur arthiti.
Prabhuji, and I request the Dina Shrestha Mataji. Devi Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Avinasi tu tad vidhi yena sarvam idam tatam vainasyam avas vainasham yavasyasya na kaschit kartum arhati. Sorry for mistake.
Vinasham aviyasya asya.
Avinasi
Vinasham
vinasam
aviyasya
avishya
asya
asya
na kaschid
na kaschit
kartumarhati.
kartum arhati. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so next, Dina Shrestha Mataji, would you like to recite? Or Gaurangi Mataji?
Hare Krishna.
Okay, yes, Mataji, Aisha Mataji.
Mommy went to the toilet. She's coming back.
Okay, yes. You wanted to do it?
No.
Okay, thank you. Gaurangi Mataji, would you like to do it?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Okay, Prabhuji. Can you hear me, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji, perfectly, we are able to hear you.
Okay, then. Hare Krishna. Abhinashi tu tadvidi yena sarvamidam tatam vinasama vyayasya na kaschita kartumarhati. 3 times, Prabhuji.
One time, Mataji.
Okay.
Thank you, Mataji. Very beautiful. Next, Kishori Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for allowing me to use this. Avinashi tu tad vidhi yane sarvam idam tatam vinasham ayasyashva yashe na kaschit kartam arhati.
Very nice. Perfect. Thank you, Mataji. And then Meena Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Avinasi tu tad idam ena sarva idam tatam vinasam avyavasasyasya na kachi kartumarhati.
Very nice, Mataji. Avinasitu tadvidhi yena sarvam idam tatam vinasham avyasya asya. This is the avyayasya asya. The two words. Asya is separate. Avyayasya is separate. They both are coming with a prolonged a. So this is avinasitu tadvidhi yena sarvam idam tatam vinasham avyasya asya na kashit kartumarhati. So just again. Okay, we shall move on. Mrida Saci Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Avi, av, Avinashi tu tat vidhi yana sarvam idam tatam vinasham avyasya yasya na kaschit kartum arhati.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Prabhavati Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Avinashitu tadvidhi yena sarvamidam tatam vinasham avyayasya asya na kaschit kartum arhasti.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Rasleela Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Avinashi tu tadvidhi yena sarvamidam tatam vinasham avyasyasya na kaschit kartum arhati.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Sita Sundari Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Avinashi tu tadvidhi yena sarvam idam tatam vinasham abhasyasya asya na kaschit kartumarhati.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Can I request Sanchita Mataji and if possible, enter family, if you take it once.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, they're not here, so I'll just.
Yes, Mataji.
Avinashi tu tadvidhi yena sarvam idam tatam vinasham avyasyasya na kaschit kartum arhati.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, please. Hare Krishna, Usha Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. So do you want me to read the syllabus, Prabhu? Just I will read the
Recite, Mataji. Recite the verse.
Recite, okay. अविनाशी तु तद्विद्धि येन सर्वमिदं ततं विनाशम् अव्यवयस्य न कश्चित् कर्तुमर्हति.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Radha
Prabhu,
Seva
I
Mataji.
just sorry. Hare Krishna.
अविनाशी तु तद्विद्धि येन सर्वमिदं ततं विनाशम् अव्ययस्य न कश्चित् कर्तुमर्हति.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so now this verse is going to be explained by Her Grace Dina Shrestha Mataji. And I also request, dear devotees, if you have given the names by the spiritual master, kindly display your names fully. If there is a Devi Dasi at the end, kindly display that one. Okay, so, okay, Dina Shrestha Mataji, when you are ready, Mataji, kindly start the explanation for this verse.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Koti Koti Dandatna. If I did it any wrong pronunciation, so please forgive me. Hare Krishna, thank you. Srimad Bhagavadgita, chapter 2, text 17. Avinashi tu tattabi. Shall I say this once, Prabhuji? And then I will do it.
Do you have laptop to share, Mataji?
But I don't know how to do it, Prabhuji.
Okay, Mataji, don't worry. You
Thank
just
you.
go on, I'll do it.
Avinashi tu tattavidvi yana sarvam idam tattvam vinasam abhyayatyam asya na kansita kartum aharti. Avinashi, imperishable too, but tattat that na vidhi, know it, yana, by whom, sarvam, all the body, idam, this, tattvam, parvedi, vinasam, destruction, avyayashasya, of the imperishable, asya, of it, na kashyachit, no one, kartum, to do, aharti is able. Translation. That which pervades the entire body, you should know to be in distributive in distributed, no one is able to destroy at the imperishable soul purpose. This verse more clearly explains the real nature of the soul, which is the spread all over the body. Anyone can understand what is spread all over the body. It is the consciousness. Everyone is conscious of the pain and pleasure of the body in part or as a whole. This spreading of consciousness is limited within the one body. The pain and pleasure of one body are unknown to another. Therefore, each and every body is the embodiment of an individual soul, and the symptom of the soul's and present is perceived as an individual consciousness. This soul is described as 1/10,000th part of the upper portion of the hair points in size. The Sweta Upanishad 5.9 confirm that बालग्रह सतभाग्यस्य सत्तधा कल्पितस्य भागो जीवः स विद्यज्ञः स नाचन्य नाचन्यत्याय कल्पते. When the upper point of a hair is divided into 100 part and again each of such a part is further divided into 100 parts, each such part is the measurement of the dimension of the spirit soul. Similarly, the same verses is state. केशाग्रः सतभाग्यस्य शतांशः सदृशात्मकः जीवः सूक्ष्म रूपपो रूपस्यं संख्यातीतो हि चित्तकर्णः. There are immeasurable particles of the spiritual atoms, which are the measure as 1/10,000 of the upper portion of the hair. Therefore, the individual particles of the spiritual soul is a spiritual atoms similar than the material atoms, and such atoms are immeasurable. This very small spiritual spark in the basic principle of the material body, and the influence of such a spiritual spark is spread all over the body as the influence of the activities principle of some medicine spread throughout the body. This current of the spirit soul is felt all over the body as a consciousness, and that is the proof of the presence of the soul. Any layman can understand that the material body means consciousness is a dead body, and this consciousness can be revived in the body by any means of the material administration. Therefore, consciousness is not due to any uh, amount of the material combination, but the spiritual soul. In the Mundak Upanishad 3.9.9, the measurement of the atomic spirit soul is further explained. एसोनूर आत्मा चेतसा वेदितव्यो यस्मिन् प्राण पंचधा विवेशस प्राणैश्च चित्तं सर्वमोत्तं प्रजानानं यस्मिन् विशुद्धे विभवत्ये ईश आत्मा. The soul is atomic in size and can be perceived by the perfect intelligence. This atomic soul is floating in the 5 kinds of air: prana, apana, vyana, samana, and uddana. Is situated within the heart and spread its influence all over the body of the embodied living entities. When the soul is purified from the contamination of the 5 kinds of material air, its spiritual influence is exhibited. The Hatha Yoga system is the means for controlling the 5 kinds of air, encircling the pure soul by the different kind of sitting posture, not for any material profit, but for a liberation of the minute soul for the entanglement of the materials atmosphere. So the constitution of the atomic soul is admitted in all the Vedic literature, and it is also the actually felt the partial practical experience for any
sane man. Only the insane man can talk of this atomic soul as all the pervading the Vishnu Tattva. The influence of the atomic soul can be spread all over the particular body. According to the Mundak in the Upanishad, this automatic soul is situated in the heart of every living entity. And because the measurement of the atomic atomic soul is beyond the power of the appreciation of the material scientists, some of them assert foolishly that there is no soul. The individual's atomic soul is definitely there in the heart, along with the super soul, and thus all the energy of the bodily movement are emanating from this part of the body. The corpuscle, which carry the oxygen from the lungs, gather energy from the soul. When the soul passes away from this position, the activity of the body, the activity of the blood and body, blood generating fusions uh, ceases. Medical science accepted the importance of the red corpuscle, but in cannot be ascertained that the source of the energy is the soul. Medical science, however, does admit that the heart in the seated of the energies of the body. Such a atomic particle of the spirit whole are compared to the sunshine molecules. In the sunshine, there are the innumerable radiant uh, molecules. Similarly, the fragmental part of the Supreme Lord are atomic spark of the rear of the Supreme Lord, called by the name uh, Prad, Prabha or Prabha, superior energy. So, whether one follow the Vedic knowledge or modern science, one cannot deny the existence of the spirit. Soul is the body, and the science of the soul is explicitly described in the Bhagavad Gita by the personality of Godhead himself. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurnamlantam Yana Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapina Yana Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Sopada Antikam Bandeham Shri Guru Shri Yukta Padakamalam Shri Guruna Vaishnavasya Shri Rupa Sagra Jata Sahagana Raghunatha Anbitam Tam Sajivam Sadhuitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padana Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Anvitansha हे कृष्णा करुण सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणनामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुव एव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णकृष्णाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांतनम साम्यमिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की जय. Yeah. Thank you, devotees. Thank you, Prabhuji, giving this wonderful opportunity to little bit briefly saying about the what I understand 2.17 text. Hare Krishna. It is all the
explanation is there in a purport. No need to say anything word, but what I understand, I want to add little bit here. Hare Krishna. The uh, Abhinasi, imperishable, our soul. We are soul, but we are comparing like we are body, but in a body someone is reciting which is soul, which we I want to say Paramatma. Lord Krishna said he he lives in all the living entities. So our Krishna is live our body too. So every soul have Krishna. That to be the so Avinasi tattatu the Avinasi tu tattaviddi to I understand that, and Yana Sarvam Idam. Yeah. And this sloka clearly mentioned the real nature of the soul is spread all over the body. But we are thinking about our body, my finger, my whichever we doing activities, we thinking we are doing, like for example, I want to say it, I'm speaking, I'm moving my hand, I'm saying some words, I'm thinking that's me doing. No, it's the doer is our Lord Krishna. And here is one in the Upanishad also said, that Upanishad name is Sweta Sotar Upanishad 5.9. That sloka also clearly mentioned here about the our soul. We cannot count it. Our soul is very small, which is you cannot see through our eyes. To see that soul, we need a special Krishna's power eyes. And similarly, I want to end one thing here, like in the last moment, is say in the one word is I want to end it here. But because of the all purport is clearly mentioned about the what is the soul, whatever we doing, it's not doing ourselves, it's doer is someone else, our Lord Krishna. Because of with the Supreme Lord is everything is happening, but some soul some soul, I want to say, some soul are thinking this is all happening like automatically, like that. It's not happening own self. um, and I want to conclude about this sloka, because I didn't briefly prepare for those things that after reading whatever I'm understanding, just I'm trying to say it. So last conclusion is about the sun. When sunrise and giving the sun rays, that sun rays is very sunlight is goes so small rare, that those things our soul is compared with that sunlight rares and rares. Yeah. So more than that small rares, our soul is there. Yeah. And our soul is this soul is nobody can deny the existence. So yeah, the soul is always spiritual, spirit, and soul is never born, only body born. A soul is always alive, and soul is never die. Mm, Soul is always belongs to our Lord Krishna, Supreme Lord. So it's mentioned about all about the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. This is all spoken by our Lord himself. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you all devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very beautifully explained and summarized. Okay, so so here in this purport, just in order to add a little bit to Mataji's explanation. So the soul, this was more clearly explains the real nature of the soul. It is tada purusham atmanam kevalam prakritehe param. It is the beyond the material nature which we can see and perceive through our senses. It is kevalam prakritehe param. It is beyond it. It is beyond the material nature. Anima, this is explained. Animanam akanditam. Nirantaram swayam jyotihi animanam akanditam. Nirantaram, this is all the time. Swayam jyotihi, it is the self-illuminable, self-illuminated particle. Animanam akanditam. Akanditam is again, it will never ever be stopped. The property of the soul, it is explained beautifully. So Krishna has explained throughout this second chapter. Again, Kapil Bhagavan also explained the same thing. Tada purusham atmanam kevalam prakrutehe param nirantaram swayam jyotihi animanam akanditam. It is all the time, nirantaram, all the time, eternally. Swayam jyotihi akanditam. Akanditam means it will never ever be stopped. It will get die and it will take birth. It never happens. Akanditam. There is no death for the soul. So here Krishna is describing this. It is the sarvam idam. What is that? Yena sarvam idam tatam, which is all pervading the material body. That's why the body is always moving and able to act in different aspects and think. The soul, as long as the soul is situated, is in the heart. It is the Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Pruddeshe Junatistati. Prudi in the heart. It is always at the heart. And here anyone can understand what is spread all over the body. It is the consciousness. So this consciousness is explained. The symptoms of the soul it is exhibited in the 4 different aspects. Number 1 is the mind, intelligence. Second one is intelligence. Third one is the ego. And fourth one is the consciousness. Mano buddhi ahankara chittamiti antaratmakam. Chittam is the consciousness. These are antaratmakam. Antahkaranas. These are the subtle. These are vrittibhi lakshanam proktam. These are exhibited by the symptoms. Mind is always thinking. Intelligence is mind is yat sankalpa vikalpabhyam vartate kama sambhavaha. I want this one. I like this one. This is sankalpa vikalpabhyam. And likewise, intelligence, it will always say nishyaha smritir evacha. Samsoyo ata, whether I need to do it or I don't want to do it. Likewise, this intelligence, samsoyo ata viparyaso nishyaha smritir evacha. That is the qualities of the intelligence. Ahankara is the identifying oneself with the materialistic body, that is ahankara. And the consciousness is which is all pervading. Because of this, the body moves. It is the consciousness, chaitanyam. Even though for example, the Virat Rupa, whenever the Lord enters into the gigantic Brahmanda, and though he expands and from his bodily parts all the demigods are manifested, but they cannot function anything until the consciousness, the Lord of deity of the consciousness, that is super soul, enters into it, he cannot move, and all other demigods, they cannot function therefrom. That is the consciousness. This is explained as the Vasudevakyam. It is called Vasudeva. So the soul, in the spiritual world, Krishna expands himself, Vasudeva, Sankashna, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha, in a pure state. That is the Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Siddhitam. Yedete Tatra Puman Apavritaha Sattvechi Tasmin Bhagavan Vasudevo Hidokchajo me Namasa Vidhiyate. He is the pure consciousness in the spiritual world. But whereas in the material world, the living entity has also exhibits its different symptoms. Vritya Lakshana Rupaya. Lakshana, symptoms. We have consciousness, we got mind, we got the intelligence, we got the false ego. These are for all a contaminated state. This also can be perceived through the presence of the soul. Okay, so here everyone is conscious of the pains and pleasures of the body in part or as a whole. So this is Bhutendri Antahakaranat, Pradhana Jiva Sanjitat. The living entity, it has got all the senses. That's why it can perceive all the pains and pleasures. And this spreading of consciousness is limited within one's own body. The pains and pleasures of the body are unknown to another one. So the Lord only understands the individual soul's pains and pleasures because he's a Kshetrajnapimam Vidhi Sarva Kshetreshu Bharata. So when we think that body is the Kshetra, Kshetrajna Apimam. Oh Arjuna, please know me that I am also the existing within the Kshetra, within the material body, along with individual soul. Sarva Kshetreshu Bharata. In all the soul, all the bodies, he's accompanying. But the individual soul only perceives, one can perceive only the pains and pleasures of his body only. He cannot understand. So therefore, each and every body is the embodiment of an individual soul. And the symptom of the soul's presence is perceived as individual consciousness. So this is the consciousness we are all having. Every person has got a different consciousness because according to the nature of desires, they will take a particular type of body, either woman body or man body, like that. And then again, the consciousness is in different proportions according to three material modes of nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance. So that is the individual concept. Whereas the Lord, he is the witnessing. Upadrashtanumanta cha bhatta bhokta maheshwaraha. He is always the seer and he gives the permission to experience all the pains and pleasures. And the individual soul is described as 1/10,000 part of the upper portion of the hair point in size. So if we take a hair, very thin hair, and then we split the top part into 10,000 portions, and one part is the size of the spirit soul. It is Balagra Satabhagasya. Bala is the very thin, Agra Satabhagasya. See, when the upper point of hair is divided into 100 parts, this is Satabhagasya, and again taking one part into Satadha Kalpitasya cha, again each of such parts is further divided into 100 parts. Satadha Kalpitasya cha. Bhago Jivaha Vijneyah. Bhago Jivaha Savijneyah. See, that each such part is the measurement of the dimension of the spirit soul. This is Sa Chanantyaya Kalpate. So similar, so this is the dimension of the spirit soul. 1/10,000 part of the tip of the hair. And again, from Prabhupada is bringing from Keshagra Satabhagasya. Again, this is Shatamshaha Sadrushtatmakaha Jivaha Sukshma Swarupo Ayam Sankyatito Hi Chitkanaha. It is a very tiny part. Again, the same 1/10,000 part of the upper portion of the hair. So this is because of it is all pervading. This is the Yena sarvam idam tadam. Avinasitu tadvidhi yena sarvam idam tadam. Because of that nature, it cannot be destroyed by anyone. Nakashit kattumarhati. No one is capable to destroy that. Nainam chindanti sastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, na chainam kledhyan chapo, na shoshayati marutaha. So not by any weapons, not by the water, not by the wind, not by the fire. So nothing or none of these material elements are capable to destroy the soul. So therefore, the individual particle of spirit soul is spiritual atom smaller than the material atoms, and such atoms are innumerable. So such atoms are innumerable. This is in our, if we see these atoms, the dimensions of the atoms, Anu, Paramanu, and then Truti, these are all explained one after another in different levels in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto by Maitreya Rishi. If we see the sunlight falling through the window, there are small particles are floating. Small particles are floating. So those are the 6 anus are combined together, then it will be visible to our naked eyes when these atoms are floating. There are 6 anus when are combined. Likewise, that we would see in the third canto. Such kind of atoms, for our eyes itself, they are innumerable. How to imagine just in kind of a bigger house and the entire universe? They're all innumerable. So this very small spiritual spark is the basic principle of the material body, and the influence of that spiritual spark is spread all over the body as influence of the active principle of some medicine spreads throughout the body. So Prabhupada is giving analogy. If we take one medicine, though whenever we get a fever, all our body becomes very warm and hot. But as soon as if we take the medicine, entire body will become cool again, come to the normal state. How it is working? So this is the medicine spreads throughout the body. And then this before that, the tummy will or the stomach, it will digest where the Jataragni is present. So the Lord says, Aham Vaishvanaro Bhotva Prarinam Dehamashritah. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhotva. So I am the Vaishvanara. It is another fire it is in the tummy, it is Jataragnihi. So Chaturvida Bhajan, what is that? Pachamyanam Chaturvidam. So in the form of Jataragni, the 4 kinds of foods, that whatever we eat, the food items which we chew, which we are lick it, and then chewable ones, and then this is Bhaksha Bhoksha Lehya. These are Bhaksha Bhoksha Lehya Chohya, I think, and also just sipping, just with mouth, just we just extract something like that, some juicy ones from hard shells. We just so such kind of these things. This is a Jataragni. Because this Jataragni is there, it will digest the food and give the energy to all parts of the body. And likewise, here medicine also spreads throughout the body. So likewise, because of the presence of the individual soul at the heart, and it gives the energy to all parts of the body. So this is this current of the spirit soul is felt all over the body as consciousness. So we move our hand, the eyes and legs and tongue, everything is moving because everything is as consciousness, and that is the proof of the presence of the soul. Any layman can understand that the material body minus consciousness is a dead body. And this consciousness cannot be revived in the body by any means of material administration. So sometimes we also see some kind of one person fall unconscious, some people will come and then they press the heart. I think, I don't remember that term. They press the heart and then people may sometimes they will come back. Again, these are all kind of orchestrating the activities by the material nature, whether that soul is going to come back into that body or not. There are many of those conceptions like when there is a kind of, some people are sharing those pastimes. When the body is being going through the surgical operation, at that time they give anesthesia, but some of the people, they have come out of that body and witnessing what is happening to that body, and meanwhile they are going wandering around the hospital on the top of the terrace and then coming back. And then once everything is happened, and then that person actually come into the consciousness and speaking to the doctor saying that I have been to top of the terrace of this hospital, And then, but actually it was not possible for anyone to go to the top of the hospital because everything is closed because of that. And then everyone were wondering about it. I think there was some person also has written this book in the on top of this. This is the outside body experiences like that. Okay, so just move on. That is the presence of the soul, and it is once it goes out of the body, it cannot be revived. But again, it is the as long as its time is not completed, it will not go out of the body. Every individual person is given a number of breaths. That's why in our past times, in the olden days, of course, now also it is possible. The great sages, they sit and then control the breathing. Control the breathing. For example, I am given a 1 million number of breaths. This is inhale and exhale, one breath. Likewise, everyone, if you are taking too many breaths in a very short span of time, then he is going to die very quickly. That's why one has to go to the lonely places, and he tries to do controlling the breath, jitaswasaha, controlling the breath. Even for example, even Dhruv Maharaj, when he was meditating, he has controlled his complete breath when he was 5 years old, and then within the 5-6 months of practice, he controlled the entire breath, and he became so much heavy that even with his toe, even the earth was going down. He was able to press the earth down that much heavy because he captured the form of the Lord in his heart. So again, that is, it depends. When we are breathing, it depends how long we are going to live. That's why everyone are recommended do the meditations, control the breaths like that. But in our day-to-day life, in the fast-paced environment, everyone are running. So that means everyone are taking so many breaths within the less span of time. That means the life is getting decreased. We should not take any such kind of hard works or which is most fast paced. We need to go relaxedly, slowly, as much as we can. We do not have to hurry in our day-to-day environment. Okay, but for Krishna's sake, we can spend those things because it is a Krishna's account. Okay, therefore, consciousness is not due to any amount of material combination, but to the spirit soul. That is the main thing. And Mundaka Upanishad, Prabhupada is bringing that the functions of the spirit soul, what it will do, how it is going to move. So this is the Yesho Anuhu. Yesho Anuratma Chetaso Veditavyo Yasmin Pranaha Panchada Samvivesha. Yasmin Pranaha Panchada Samvivesha. There are 5 kinds of airs within the body. Prana, Apana, Vyana, Samana, Udhana. Prana is the life air. Apana is the air going upwards. And then Udana air is going downwards. And then Vyana, it spreads throughout the body. And Samana, it balances. It balances the body through the airs. So sometimes when there is imbalance, one may be just burping and then so many airs are going out of the body through the nose also, through the ears as well, from the different folds. These are the 5 airs existing within the body. So the atomic soul is floating in the 5 kinds of air. And also this Yesu Anuratma Chetaso Veditavyo. By perfect intelligence, one can understand this one. And it is situated within the heart and spreads its influence all over the body of the embodied living entities. When the soul is purified from the contamination of the 5 kinds of material air, its spiritual influence is exhibited. See, this is how we understand. And here, in this context, Narada Muni, when he met Prachina Barhi, I think, so at that time he speaks about the Puranjana story. That is where behind the woman there are 5 kinds of 5-hooded snake is coming and this is kind of prana, apana, vyana, samana, udhana. So that Puranjana story comes later on. Okay, so we shall move on. So because of the presence of the soul, everything is happening. The soul is purified from the contamination of 5 kinds of material air, is spiritual influence is exhibited. So this is the cleansing process, Hatha Yoga. Yeah, again here, the Hatha Yoga system is meant for controlling the 5 kinds of air, encircling the pure soul by different kinds of sitting postures. Not for any material profit, but for liberation of the minute soul from the entanglement of material atmosphere. So this one, Suchodesya Pristapya Vijitasana Asanam Tasmin Swasti Samasena Rujukaya Samabhyase. Just sitting in a posture, Suchodesya Pritistapya. That posture should be in a balanced way, not too high, not too low, to the ground. Suchodesya Pritistapya Vijitasana Asanam. Tasmin Swasti Samasena. So he has to keep and Rujikaya Samabhiset, just keeping his body straight, the spinal cord goes to the perpendicular to the earth and then controlling his pranayam. Then pranasya sodayen margam. Pranasya sodayen margam. Purakumbhaka rechakaihi. Purakumbhaka rechakaihi. Pratikulena vachittam yatastiram achanchalam. So just controlling the breath by Puraka and Rechaka. So inhaling and exhaling, and then by doing that one, and then once we stop this breathing one side, and then just and then gradually we stop that movements in due course of time. Yatastiram achanchalam. So that way, Mano Achirasyad Virajam Jitaswasasya Yoginaha for a very long time. And when he was controlling like that, Vaikunta Swadhishnyanam Ekadesya Manasa Pranadharanam Vaikunta Lela Abhidhanam Samadhanam Tadatmanaha. So at the same time, parallelly, he has to think of the Lord's pastimes, his beautiful form, and meditate on that form. It is not simply just breathing on the air and not no. This is he has to meditate while he is controlling his body, meditate on the beautiful form of the Lord and how he is in the Vaikuntha Loka. Sitam Rajantam Sayanam Va Guhasayam Prekshini Ihitam Jayat Shuddha Bhavena Chetasa. And the Lord is lying like this sometimes he is sitting. Sitam Rajantam Asenam Sayanam Va Guhasayam. And he is sitting and lying in the heart. And likewise, and also there are many things just to describe, though they will never be stopped. One has to meditate on that form for the purification. So by this purificatory thing, Vayugnibhyam yataloham matam chajiti vaymalam. When with the metal, it is just keep on the fire. Then Vayugnibhyam yataloham matam chajiti vaymalam. And for example, the gold, if you are just making and melting it, and if there are any impurities are there, it will be separated. Likewise, due to this meditation and this tapasya, these 5 years will be completely cleared out. So how they are cleared out? Pranayamasya dahe doshan dharana vishakil vishan pratyaharena samsarghan dhyanena anishwaran gunan. Pranasya soda. This is pranayama dahe doshan. Pranayama. This is dahe doshan. All the doshas will be cleared out. Dharana vishakil vishan. Again, sinful activities will be stopped. And pratyaharena samsarghan, with the pratyahara, so he'll be free from the material entanglement. And dhyanena anishwaran gunan, by the meditation, dhyanena anishwaran gunan, he will be transcending to the 3 material modes of nature. That is how he will be purified from the entanglement of the material atmosphere. So the constitution of the atomic soul is admitted in all the Vedic literatures. So this is the purpose of this. So this universe is a gigantic mission. We are put up in a particular body for purpose. It is a cleansing process and refining the souls, which are the souls are completely cleared out of this material entanglement. they will be going out of this one. It is a gigantic process. So, and it is also actually felt in the practical experience of any sane man. Only insane man can think of this atomic soul as all-pervading Vishnu Tattva. Okay, so the Lord, he is always accompanying the individual souls like a Kshetrajnam Mapi Sarva Kshetreshu Bharata. I am also accompanying the living entity in all bodies. Atma Tata Prudukdrashta Bhagavan Brahma Sanjitaha. I always, Lord is the seer. And also he gives the permissions to experience pains and pleasures. So, and then the influence of the atomic soul can be spread all over the particular body. It is spread all over the body. According to the Mundaka Upanishad, this atomic soul is situated in the heart of every living entity. And because the measurement of the atomic soul is beyond the power of appreciation of the material scientists, some of them assert foolishly that there is no soul because they cannot perceive, because they are mudhas. Even the body is perfectly and healthy, but without consciousness, it cannot move. They cannot say that one. So they foolishly think that. And also, many people, for example, there is no philosophy, no proper reasons and scriptural injunctions. They come and do many things. So we go to the temple thinking that Supreme Lord, he has given this body, he created this universe and he gave the opportunity. And we go and offer our worship, offer our praise to the Lord and offer patram pushpam palam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. So Lord will accept those things. But some people, they go to a place which is not authorized by the scriptures. So today, there was in the Vyas Puja, Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj is mentioning about there are so many temples in India. For example, Tirumala temple in the Vaikunta Ekadasi period, every day at least 200,000 people go and take darshan of the Lord. And also likewise, in the northern part of the India, there are many temples like Kedarnath and Badrinath. Many people are going and visiting. But he mentions that devotees go there. But some of the foolish people, he mentions about in Maharashtra, one of the place called Shirdi, there people go and worship to Shirdi Sai Baba. But what is the philosophy behind it? What is the Vedic scripture behind it? What is the evidences? No one gives. So, Bhakti Vikas Maharaj, one Muslim fakir, people are worshipping Muslim fakir. But what is the philosophy behind what they are following? By following that, are they being purified? Are they getting good qualities by themselves? Or are they transcending from the materialism? So that is the foolishness. But still, every day going 100,000, 200,000 people there. It is a foolishness. It is 100% nonsense. This is the words of the Bhakti Vikaswa Maharaj. So he was speaking in the Tirupati Kshetra today. So that is, people are very innocent. They do not follow. This is the people. See, some of them assert foolishly that there is no soul. And they just go for some kind of material things. Bhogeshwari prasaktanam tayapuhrita chetasam. Bhogeshwari prasaktanam, only for enjoyment. Tayapuhrita chetasam, apuhrita chetasam. And so that's why for them, samadho na vidhiyate. As long as they are engaging in the materialistic activity, samadho, the devotional service, it would not happen in their lives. So they're simply wasting the valuable human life. So the individual atomic soul is definitely there in the heart along with the super soul. And thus all the energies of the bodily movement are emanating from this part of the body. So the corpuscles, and Prabhupada is giving this is again science. The corpuscles which carry the oxygen from the lungs gather energy from the soul. When the soul passes from this position, the activity of the blood generation fusion ceases. This everything will be stopped because there is no soul. Medical science accepts the importance of the red corpuscles, but it cannot ascertain that the source of the energy is soul. Medical science, however, does admit that the heart is the seat of all energies of the body. See, this is indirectly they wanted to see with their naked eyes. So they say that heart is the seat of all. They will come to know only that material platform only, not beyond that. They cannot address the consciousness, how the mind works. But here, some people think the brain is the source of the intelligence. But that is not the right thing. So the soul carries this intelligence, the mind, this is thinking concepts, and the intelligence concept, it is belonging to the soul, not to the brain or something else, not to the material things. That is, it comes from the mode of passion. Out of the goodness, mind is generated more from the mode of passion. These senses and the intelligence got generated, and then from the and also this one false ego, that is also generated from the um, mm, from the mode of goodness itself. So from the mode of goodness, how do we understand? This is predominated by the Ananta Deva, Sahasasesham Purusham. This is Sahasasesham Sakshat Yam Anantam Prachakshate. Sankarshanakyam, he is called Sankarshanakyam. Bhutendriya Manomayam. So that conception is the Bhutendriya Manomayam. Kartrutvam Karanatvat Karyatvam iti Chetasaha Vrittibhi Lakshanam Proktam. This is again Kartrutvam, Karanatvam, Karyatvam. These things are the symptoms of the false ego. Okay, so these are, but it cannot be addressed by the medical science. So they will only see this is the heart, because of the heart, the body is working. That's all they give the answers. And such atomic particles of the spirit all are compared to the sunshine molecules. In the sunshine, there are innumerable radiant molecules. Similarly, the fragmental parts of the Supreme Lord are atomic parts of the rays of the Supreme Lord, are called by the name Prabha. Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagadanda Koti. Yasya Prabhavato Jagadanda Koti. There are so many innumerable universes are coming from the Lord's, this Prabha, Yasya Prabha, from the Lord's Prabha, or the superior energy. So the whole, whether one follows the Vedic knowledge or modern science, one cannot deny the existence of the spirit soul in the body. And the science of the soul is explicitly described in the Bhagavadgita by the personality of Godhead. Okay, so likewise, Prabhupada is describing very beautiful about this verse, how it is all pervading within the material body. Avinasitu tadvidhi yena sarvam idam tadam vinasham avyasya asya. It is called avyasya. It is always avyasya. It will never ever be perished. Asya, that particular soul. Na kaschit kattumarhati. No one is able to destroy that soul. That is the beauty of the soul. Okay, so that means we are getting that kind of assurance. That is akuto bhayam, pravishanti akuto bhayam. Who understands this one, they will never ever get fear from the death or any kind of thing. This is pravishanti akuto bhayam. One has to, by the knowledge of jnana vairagyuktena bhakti yogena yoginaha kshemaya padamulam me pravishanti akuto bhayam. By taking the devotional service, he will be completely free from the fearfulness. These are the fearfulness, illusion, and many other things, inauspicious things, completely free from all of these things. This is Yasyam Suryamayanam Krishne Param Purushe Bhaktirutpadyate Pumsaha Shoka Moha Bhayapaha. This is Srimad Bhagavatam. So one has to always hear this Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita every day. He will be free from Shoka Moha Bhayapaha. And then devotional service to Krishna will sprout out from the heart. Bhaktirutpadyate Pumsaha. Whoever hears. Okay, I stop here and I request dear devotees, if you have got any questions or you wanted to share anything, kindly ask or kindly share. Hare Krishna. Ramlala Prabhuji, thank you for joining, and Jafna Kanya Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, any questions or anything to share? Or we shall move to the next verse. Next verse is a small verse only. Okay, so next verse is very one. It is also similar one, the continuation one. So I request dear devotees, I recite once and then later on, line by line, we all follow as the same format. Antavanta ime deha nitya soktaha siririнаha anasino apremeyasya tasma yujyasva bharatam. Okay, so dear devotees, let us all together. Antavanta ime deha
Antavanta ime deha
nitya soktaha siririнаha
nitya sharirenaha
anasino apremeyasya
anasinota premeyasya
tasma yujyasva bharata.
tasmad
Bharata.
Again. Antavanta ime deha
Antavanta ime
Deha
nityasyoktah saririnaha
nitya sharirenaha
anasino apremeyasya
anasino apremeyasya
tasmad yujyasva bharata.
tasmad bharata.
Again. Antavanta ime deha
Antavanta ime deha
nityasyoktah saririnaha
nitya sharirenaha
anasino apremeyasya
anasino apremeyasya
tasmad yujyasva bharata.
tasmad bharata.
Very beautiful. So this one, the material body of the indestructible, immeasurable, and eternal living entity is sure to come to an end. Therefore, fight, O descendant of Bharata. So Krishna is stressing Arjuna to fight, because either we carry out our duty or not, this body is going to get older and die on one day. We should not hesitate to do all good things, and especially devotional service and Swadharma Charanam Sikcha. We have to carry out our duties. So Krishna is saying here, Antavante me deha nityasyoktah siririnaha anasino apremeyasya tasmad yujyasva bharata. Okay, I request dear devotees, kindly take the turns to recite this particular verse. We go alphabetical order again, starting from Devashish Prabhuji, if you are available.
Vishnu. Antavatta ime dena nityashatta sharirena anashina premoshena tasmat dasefa bharata.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice. Okay, so next do we have Dina Shrestha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Antavanta ime deha nityashoktaha sarirena anasino aprametyasya tasmadushyodo bharata.
Very beautiful. Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, so next Dipti Mataji, please.
अनन्तवन्त इमे देहा नित्यास्योक्ता शरीरिणः अनासीनो य प्रमेयस्य तस्माद्धुष्यस्व भारत. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Gauringi Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Antavanta ime deha nityasyoktah saririnaha anasino apremeyasya tasmadhyudhasya bharata.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Hangma Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Antavanta ime deha
नित्यस्योक्ता शरीरिणाः अनाशिनो अप्रमेयस्य तस्माद् युध्यस्व भारतः. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna, very beautiful Mataji. Thank you so much. Next, Jehnu Kanya Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Antavanta ime deha nityasyokta saririnaha anasiyo no oprameyasya tasmad yudhyasva bharata.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Mataji. Next, Kishori Gokulanandini Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Antavanta ime deha nitya shokta sarireha anashya no apravyasya tasmad yodhavasya bharata.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Mataji. Next, Meena Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. अन्तवन्त इमे देहा नित्यसोक्ता शरीरिणः अनासिनो अप्रमेयस्य तस्माद्युस्य स्वः भारत.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Mataji. Next, Prabhavati Sachi Mataji, please.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु अन्तवन्त इमे देह नित्यसोक्ता शरीरिणः अनाशिनो अप्रमेयस्य तस्माद् युध्यस्व भारत.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mataji. Next, Radha Sevaka Mataji, please.
अन्तवन्त इमे देहा नित्यशो तः शरीरिणा अनासिनो अपामेयस्य तस्मात् युध्यस्व भारत.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Next, Ram Lala Prabhuji.
It's not there, Prabhuji. Can I read,
Yes,
Prabhuji?
Mataji. Yes, please.
Yeah. Antavanta ime deha nitya sokta sharir sharirinaha anasya anasino promesya tasmat yaktasya bharata. Sorry.
Thank you, Mataji. Nicely done. Okay, next, Sanchita Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Antavanta ime deha नित्यस्योक्तः शरीरिणः अनाशिनो अप्रेम यस्य तस्मात् युध्यस्व भारत.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. अन्तवन्त इमे देहा नित्यस्योक्ताः शरीरिणः अनाशिनो अप्रमेयस्य तस्मात् युध्यस्व भारत. Hare
Okay.
Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, very beautiful. Okay, so this is Antavanta ime deha nityasyoktah sharirinah anasino apremeyasya tasmad yudyasva bharata. Okay, so I think Mrida Sachi Mataji is going to explain this particular verse. Mataji is not available here. Okay, so meanwhile, can I request any dear devotees to read the synonyms and translation and purport as well, please?
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Prabhu.
I
Do you
can
want
have
me
a
to do
go,
that?
Prabhu.
Many volunteers.
Many volunteers come up at once.
Okay, Mataji, you can.
Carry on. You were first.
Okay, so shall I?
Yes,
Hare Krishna.
yes.
Antavantah, possible, time, ime, all these, devaha, material bodies, nityasya,
eternal and eternal in existence. Uktaha are said, Sarirenaha of the embodied soul, Anashinaha never to be destroyed, Aparamisya immeasurable, Samsat, therefore, Yudhyasva fight, Bharataha, O descendant of Bharat. Translation. The material body of the indestructible, immeasurable, and eternal living entity is sure to come to an end. Therefore, fight, O descendant of Bharata. Shall I read purport as well, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji, if you want, or you wanted to share it others, it is your wish.
Yeah, if anybody would like to. I don't know, Prabhu.
I can read it then, shall I?
Yes, Mataji, please.
The material body is perishable by nature. It may perish immediately or it may do so after 100 years. It is a question of time only. There is no chance of maintaining it indefinitely. But the spirit soul is so minute that it cannot even be seen by an enemy, to say nothing of being killed. As mentioned in the previous verse, it is so small that no one can have any idea how to measure its dimension. So, from both viewpoints, there is no cause of lamentation, because the living entity, as he is, cannot be killed, nor can be the material body be saved for any length of time or permanently protected. The minute particle of the whole spirit acquires this material body according to his work, and therefore observance of religious principles should be utilized in the Vedanta Sutras. The living entity is qualified as light because he is part and parcel of the supreme light. As sunlight maintains the entire universe, so the light of the soul maintains this material body. As soon as the spirit soul is out of this material body, the body begins to decompose. Therefore, it is the spirit soul which maintains this body. The body itself is unimportant. Arjuna was advised to fight and not sacrifice the cause of religion for material body considerations. Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare
Hare Krishna. So here, Krishna is saying this, the Antavanta imereha nitya syoktaha saririnaha. So saririnaha is mentioned as the of the embodied soul. So this is the Antavanta imereha. The body belongs to the soul, but this body is going to come to an end. So that is definitely it is going to end by, because the time column AK, this is the imperishable time. This so anantu anantaha anadi adikrud avyayaha janam janena janayan marayan mrityunantakam. The time factor, even it will take the life of the mrityunantakam. Everything will be completely vanished in due course of time, not what to speak of our material bodies. So when we are here in this body is going to stay. It going from boyhood and the youth, and then men, and then old age, and then die. So it is a transformation of the bodies. We are perceiving it. But what we need to do this valuable time when we have got this energy, this is very important. What I am doing with this energy, whatever the body is generating whenever it is young, where I am spending, that is important. Otherwise, krupanaha palahetava, misusing the body for the material things, the sense gratifications. Senses are very strong like a serpents. But even though they're trying to fulfill the desires of each and every sense, they will never ever be filled. It won't keep on demanding. But at the end of life, when we are leaving this body, This body is going to decompose, but still the conceptions are still there, because unfulfilled desires, we have to take another material body. That is the danger. So as long as we have got this strong body, engage this body in the devotional service. This is swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Even the little bit is done in the devotional service, then neha vikramana sosti pratyavayu na vidyate. There is no loss. Pratyavayu na vidyate. There is no loss. Neha vikramana sosti. There is no loss in this endeavor. So even a little bit is done, it is always there. It will never ever be lost. That is the devotional service. So here, material body of the indestructible, of the soul, and soul is here given as the indestructible, immeasurable, and eternal living entity. So the body is sure to come to an end. So use this one. As long as you have got the light, you try to make sure in the daytime itself, finish off all your activities before the sunset. And then whenever it comes night, you sleep peacefully. That is the general verdict. So tidy up everything when we have got the body itself. Acquire enough knowledge, engage the body in the devotional service, associate with the devotees, and free oneself from all the contaminations of this material world. Sangha dosha harahite. Sanghateshu atate prabhyaha sangha dosha harahite. The devotees of the Lord, Tayete sadavaha sadvi sarvasanga vivajjitaha. The devotees of the Lord, they are sarvasanga vivajjitaha. They do not have any contamination. They are coming to only Krishna consciousness, or who have completed, unless they are finished off their sinful activities. Tesham tvantagatam papam jananam punyakarmanam tedbhandva moha nirmukta bhajante mam dudhavrataha. Whoever completes all of their sinful activities, then only they will come to Krishna consciousness. And when there, or they might be starting here, but of course they will finish it because they are already in the right path. Definitely they will reach the target. They are the devotees. And such kind of devotees, sarvasanga vivajjitaha. They do not have any more material entanglements, because the power of devotional service, it will burn all the sinful activities. Even jarayati yasu yakosham nigirna manaloyata. It will digest the material body and also the subtle body, mind, the impurified mind, intelligence, ego, and consciousness. It will cleanse off all these things. That is the devotion service. Jarayati yasu yakosham nigirna manaloyata. This material subtle body will be completely digested. So here, this material body is perishable by nature. We know that it is in our practical experience. We have seen it to our relatives, or so many things every day we are seeing. But still, this is tesham pramatto nidhanam na pastyati, paschinapi na pastyati. Even though they are seeing day-to-day basis, but they close their eyes. I am not seeing that. I will live forever. Likewise, na pastyati. Paschinapi na pastyati. Though they are seeing, but they are not applying that for themselves. See, tesham pramatto nidhanam. How negligent they are. So this material body is perishable by nature. It may perish immediately, or it may do so after 100 years. It is a question of time only. Idam shariram parinamapeshalam patityavasyam sandhijajjaram kim aushadaihi klishate modadharmatehi niramayam Krishna rasayanam pibha. See, drink Krishna katha. Niramayam, without any stop. Without any stop, without any break. Niramayam Krishna rasayanam piba. Drink. Then Krishna katha. Idam shariram parinamapeshalam patityavasyam slathisendejajjaram. It is the place for so many diseases. Kim aushadhihi klishyati modadhurmate. What medicine is there for all kinds of these pains? That's why you cannot stop these things. They will keep on coming. So as long as you have got a very strength and strong body, utilize for Niramayam Krishna Rasayanam Pibha. This is Japa Japa Janma Sapalya Mantram. Jihve Mantram Japa Japa Krishna. Jihve, that one, Kulashekara Alvar says that one. That is Janma Sapalya Mantram. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So, it is a matter of question only. There is no chance of maintaining it indefinitely. But spirit soul is so minute that it cannot even be seen by an enemy, to say nothing of being killed. So again, those verses will come later on. As mentioned in the previous one, it is so small that no one can have any idea how to measure its dimension. So from both viewpoints, there is no cause of lamentation, because the living entity as he is cannot be killed, nor can the material body be saved for any length of time or permanently protected. So this is the beauty of it. If we think that the dharma is constantly there, then we give, because why dharma is declining in due course of time, Kruta Yuga and then Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga, this dharma gradually declines. Situations are gradually declining. It is less conducive for the devotional service going forward. Why it is happening? And also our body is getting perished in every moment. It is dying. And what is the purpose? Utilize everything. There is no time. Ayur harite vaipumsam mujjannastam chennasau tasyadet kshinonita uttama shloka vartaya. In due course of time, we will become older. We will get our whole body. We cannot go to the temples. We cannot offer obeisances to the deities or to the devotees. We cannot render any service after when we become older. And after some time, once we cross a certain age, we cannot even remember or learn new things. We have to learn and study when our body is very strong and intelligence is working. Then only we keep everything tidy up and get ready for at the end. But that journey is so pleasing. That journey is so pleasing. Susukum kartum avyayam. Very pleasing one. But one should not think that why people are speaking of leaving the body, because it is already nirvanamruchiti manaha sahasa yatachihi. If we just bring that one earlier, that concept, the death concept earlier in the mind itself, nirvanamruchiti manaha sahasa yatachihi, then muktashri mirihi nirvishim viviktam nirvanamruchiti manaha sahasa yatachihi. Then immediately he will be relieved from the raga and the dvesha. Then he will live happy life. He will not be affected by the three material modes of nature, pains and pleasure. He is always in full knowledge. That is the purpose. We need to study this Bhagavad-gita. So here again Prabhupada is explaining therefore observance of religious principles should be utilized to understand the spirit particle, the minute particle of the whole spirit. So, and again in the Vedanta Sutras, the living entity is qualified as light because he is part and parcel of the supreme light. Mamaivamsha jivuloke jiva bhotaha sanatanaha, the sanatanas, and part and parcel of the supreme Lord. And we have to cooperate with the Lord by following his instructions. And when the Lord is not directly present, then spiritual master, or he is the representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is present. We need to follow his instructions. Okay, and then as sunlight maintains the entire universe, the light of the soul maintains the material body. As soon as the spirit soul is out of the material body, the body begins to decompose. Therefore, it is the spirit soul which maintains this body. This is again very beautiful part. Many things to explain, but we are time conscious. The body itself is unimportant. Arjuna was advised to fight and not sacrifice the cause of religion for material or bodily considerations. One has to carry out his duty. Swadharmachanam sekcha vidharmacha nivattanam daivalabdhen santosha atmaviccharanachanam. Always perform his duty, and then vidharmacha, which is not dharma, he should not perform. And this is again this karma is again akarma, vikarma, and sakarma. This karma, it is explained very difficult, but one who sees karmani akarma pasyet and akarma, karmani passes. So like one sees the karma in the akarma, akarma in the karma. He is very intelligent. That Krishna explains in the fourth chapter of Bhagavad Gita in the Jnana Yoga. And it is some even kavyopyatra mohitaha. That is because even the intelligent people are also, they are bewildered what is karma and what is not karma and what is akarma, like that. That Krishna is going to speak. That is in the whenever this activity karma is performed in the devotional service, it will become completely free from the attachments. That is akama sarvakamoha moksha kama udharadehi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. Likewise, Sukadeva Goswami says, all the time one has to worship Krishna only. So, and carry out his duty. So likewise, Arjuna was advised to fight and not sacrifice the cause of religion for material things. Okay, so I request we have got Mrida Saci Mataji. So Mrida Saci Mataji is to be explaining this verse as well. Hare Krishna Mrida Mataji, Mrida Saci Mataji. Are you available to speak on this verse?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Sorry, Prabhuji, there was a problem in my phone, so I got switched off.
Yeah, sure, Mataji. Would you like to add any points, Mataji, here?
No, Prabhuji, you explained so nicely. I just was prepared just little bit, but you already explained all so nicely. Sorry, Prabhuji.
That's all right, Mataji. If you have noted down, you wanted to say, just say.
Mm. Uh, I just prepared that, Prabhuji. From this verse, I understand that Krishna is convincing to Arjun that the soul is different from this body, and the body anta Veda, it will be finished. And anta means end, and Veda means possessing. So Krishna told to Arjun that you have to like you have got your duty to fight, and you are eliminating that the body of like you are so attached to his grandfather and teacher or his near and dear one, and Krishna told him that they will be destroyed and you will be unhappy because if we did not fight, their body will be finished today or tomorrow or after like some 100 years anyhow. And why should you go back from this discharging your duty? And also Krishna told that to Arjun, the soul is concern of is like a grandfather, teacher, kinsam. They are nitya. Their soul is internal. Like if they die, their soul will, soul is internal. They will not die. And also that we may try so scientifically applying the cosmetic and other things. We cannot save the body. At one point, our body will be like a decade and it will be useless. And so the main thing is the soul is internal and permanent. Hare Krishna, Babuji. Sorry if I said mistake.
Okay, you beautifully explained, Mataji. Yes, it's a perfect explanation. Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, Radha Seka Mataji, you have raised your hand. You wanted to ask or share anything?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So I was just gonna ask, like in terms of souls, so like obviously we know that like we have sattvic like ahar so that it's easy to digest, and you spoke about like the soul in the heart. And so what happens to a person like if like like they're possessed by a ghost, or what happens to someone that maybe has stomach issues, or what happens to somebody that is a meat eater? Like they have lots of souls in their body, I would assume.
So, so Prabhupada has described this one. All the souls, they will come down from, for example, they are existing, eternally existing, but they will come through the rain, and then rains are with the rains, the grains are grown up, the crops are grown up, and they will enter into the seeds, and then seeds are eaten by, or grains are eaten by the persons, a Purusha, and then that energy is converting into the semen, and then he will be impregnating the women. That way, his body is full of souls. That may be consumed. But here, Prabhupada says, once we eat the grains, they will turn into the semen, and then that contains all the souls. And then this is karmana daiva netrena jantuho deha upapattaye. Sriyaha udharam pravitam purushaha retah kanashriyah. So this living entity takes in the Purusha Retaha Kanashriyaha. By taking the shelter of this semen, and it enters into the womb of the Karmana Daiva Netrena. Jantuhu Deha Upapattaye. So that mentions. So Prabhupada says, so living entities in our body, there are, and also in the tummy also there are so many Vishtabhuhu Iva Sodaraha. And in the mother's womb, there are also white worms are also. They're all called brothers of the baby. That is Vishtabhuhu Iva Sodaraha, because they both are born in the womb. They're brothers. Likewise, in our entire body, there are so many particles, blood cells, and so many things are moving. They're individual, possibly Prabhupada was saying individual souls as well. Likewise, diseased condition, it is we have occupied here in the heart of this body. This is one soul, and likewise many other souls also exist. But we are of one consciousness, but other living entities, they have got a different consciousness.
So is all of those still have Lord in them?
Yes.
So say for example, like a ghost, it still has God inside its Atma,
Yes.
and an animal, yeah, of course, animal.
Yes. Even the tree as well.
Even the tree, yeah.
Yes.
So everything has Krishna inside of it. Because the reason I'm asking this question is that I remember when we first started at the manor, this one Mataji said that, like, she was saying that, devotees, lots of entities come near them because they're devoted, they're practicing devotional service. Like sometimes, like when kathas are going on, there might be an animal or, something. Everything comes near that space because it wants that energy of Krishna as well. So is that true?
So sometimes we see that some of the, for example, Balibihi, we keep the prasadam outside the temple as well. But if we observe in the North Indian temples, the Brahmanas, once they worship and offer the prasadam, they take some of the prasadam, and around the temple, they keep some bali, the remnants, so that for the Bhota's perspective, they will come and eat it. And also, dharma and adharma, behind the Lord, there are demons. From the front, all the demigods.
Okay, so say the demigods, like like we hear, like this, like the mother goddess, she's protecting Krishna's devotees as well. Like say for example, so she's killing the demons, or as well. So how does that work? Like
So here, yes, so
Like
it's
Krishna also says that he's taking in all the, like he's, in Bhagavad Gita, he says that he's devouring everything. And
yes,
like, how do we kind of understand that?
devouring the material bodies, not the souls. So here, the Lord kills, it is a material body because soul cannot be killed. It is because Lord kills means he is purifying the or killing the demonic mentality. For example, in Krishna consciousness, we are developing all the good qualities. Abhyam sattva samsiddhi jnana yoga vyavastitihi. All these 26 qualities of devotees we are developing here. When we are learning tolerance, we are killing the intolerance. The Lord is there because he is center point. So all the demoniac, this is kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, macharas, all arishad vargas, they will be completely cleared out. They will be killed. Who is killing? Because the Lord is the center point. He is doing everything, and we are coming nearer to the Lord.
Okay, so as we purify, we are becoming closer to Krishna, and therefore through that purification,
Yes.
all the negative is coming out of us. I don't know if that's the right way to put it, is coming
Yes.
out of us, and then it's being purified into the good quality that Krishna gives us.
Yes. Sat Chit Ananda. Yes. Full
Okay.
knowledge and eternal and happy. That way, we are all refining ourselves, cleanse all the प्रविष्टः कर्णरेन्द्रेण स्वानां भाव सरोरुहं धुनोति शमलं कृष्णः सलिलस्य यथा शरत्. So like why Krishna cleans off everything, will come as a pure, as good as God.
Okay, so sometimes when I don't know, like I've seen, like some people are like something is coming out of their body or something. What is happening there? Because is that the soul? Is something inside their soul that something is coming out? Like,
So it will bring all the conceptions, all the like good and bad and different kinds of vasanas. They still have got something to complete all the karmas behind. They will carry the bag. That way he will carry so far. That is his weight on top of him.
okay. So then the purification process, they're taking out the bad, the bad.
Yes.
Okay. So
Hare
and then
Krishna Prabhu. Oh, sorry.
so then Krishna is like so Krishna's role in like our, especially when we're doing chanting or practicing a form of devotional service, is that our consciousness is becoming clearer through
Yes.
through these practices,
Yes. Yes.
and then our soul becomes clear. I don't know if that's the right word to use.
Yes, Mataji.
Clearer.
Yes. It will free from all kinds of ashubhas, inauspicious things.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yajnatva mokshase ashubhat. Completely free from the um, contamination, ashubhat, inauspicious things. Thank you so much, Mataji. Jahna Kanya Mataji. Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. I mean, I didn't hear all of the talk you had, but we, in a way, we born pure, aren't we?
Yes.
And then we our bodies is encased in a soul and subtle body. So what happens to the subtle body when it leaves the gross body? Because I mean, and why do we have to have a body? Because it's all, we get contaminated soon after this lovely blissful childhood, the little innocent child. We've contaminated and we suffer a lifetime of suffering. Does the soul ever suffer?
No.
Because the body is encasing, is housing the soul.
No, soul it never suffers. Though
Okay, so when the soul leaves the body, when the body is shed, yeah, it's diseased and is withered to nothing. This, where do the soul and the subtle body go? Are they in waiting for another body, or do they get taken straight away? I mean, all this is so, important to know. Can the soul and the subtle body survive without a body? Because the soul might go in, house an insect or an animal or whatever. How do the soul get appointed to the different species?
yes, so here the soul itself is a spiritual body. It is having a spiritual body, Swarupa. This is Deham Naha, Deham, Tam Deham Naha, sorry. This is Dehopi Devashagha Kalu Karma Yavat Swarambakam Prati Samikyata Eva Sasuhu. And then Durvibhavyam Parabhavya Swarupena Avatistate. Durvibhavyam Parabhavya Swarupa. Swarupa is the spiritual body. So that means Krishna is a completely pure spiritual body. We are also pure spiritual body, and it is so minute that as it was explained in the earlier shloka. Kesagrasata bhagasya satadha. So likewise, 10,000 parts of the tip of the hair. That is the soul. And but still it is in the eternal body as completely pure spiritual body, that is Swarupa. But and whenever there is a tendency that I wanted to lord it over the material nature, enjoying capacity, enjoying tendency, by looking at for example, in the home, my father is doing everything and I wanted to do the same thing. He is working on the laptop, but I wanted to take the laptop and play games. He just wanted to, but he's the wrong thing. But actually, father is doing his duty. But he is having laptop. I also wanted to have laptop. That is a tendency that I wanted to do, similar to my father. When Krishna is enjoying in the material world and the living entities, though they are the children of Krishna, and what they do, uh, I also wanted to enjoy like Krishna. And then because they are like that, like father gives a tablet or something, a computer for the child because of to fulfill his desire so that he can play. Of course, that is it just only play. It does not help him anything. It just to engage him. That's all. Likewise, we are given this material body and sent to this material world. And that's why, but we think as soon as because it is having the senses, mind, intelligence, and likewise the false ego, we identify ourselves. And without this body, I think, how does I would exist without this mind, intelligence, and without the material body? This is exact question. It is asked by Devagoti to Kapila Bhagavan. So likewise, without the soul, it always requires a body. But how can it would exist without the body? The same question is asked. And Kapil Bhagavan explains all these things. At any point of time, soul cannot go away from the some kind of body. How it is possible? Then he meant Vaika Manaso Vrittibihi Swabhaviki Tuya Animita Bhagavati Bhakti Siddher Ghareyasi Jarayati Yaposham Nigena Manaloyata. So by engaging in the devotional service, all the senses, Devanam, Gunalinganam, Anushrevika Karmanam, following this devotional service process, everything in the material body will be digested. Animitta Bhagavati Gati, Siddher Ghariyasi, and he will attain the perfection. A material body and also subtle body, both will be digested. He will get his Surupa Siddhi.
But also, when you're born, you give an example with the father and son. You're innocent, and there's a very fine line of what you're destined to have, and then the influence from a grown up, a carer. What shall I say? You're dependent on this father figure or mother figure, and it's attractive for whatever they do, so you get attracted to it and you follow suit. So how does this destined area come out of that, if you're destined to become a pure devotee or not? And if
Yes.
you got this attraction also interfering with that journey, how do you measure that? How do you say? It's very difficult, isn't it? It's a fine line.
Yes, Mataji. So here again the maturity of the body. For example, some of the children in the childhood itself, they understand the previous life activities. But here, as long as that consciousness, previous conceptions are already there to experience those things, leftover desires.
Yeah.
But the body, it will always facilitate in such a way that he is experiencing those things gradually. But by the time when he comes to the youth stage, so at that time he goes through this there he decides this what his destination to be there he
All right, that's the age. But
yeah
because I was thinking about, suppose you born in an abusive family, for instance, like abuse alcohol and all that sort of thing, and that child can turn against that. Yet some children get caught, and it's understandable that they become alcoholic themselves
yeah
and abusive. But there's this other child or this other case that with the same kind of scenario, they come out clean. So it's all to do with destiny, isn't it?
yes Mataji. So here destiny again what they desire again previously
Yeah.
for example even Yudhishthira when he was taken by Indra from on his chariot to the heaven. Though his brothers Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, and Sahadeva, their bodies fell when they're going through Mahaprasthana, and even Draupadi body, all their except Yudhishthira, everyone's body fell down, and only Yudhishthira in his own body he went in the Indra's chariot to the heaven. There he was taken through the next to the hell and then he asks to Indra. Of course he does not enter, but he hears some sounds, and then this is his brother's sounds, and then Yudhishthira says that it appears that these sounds are very closer to me and I don't want to go to the heaven. Instead I will stay here with my brothers even though they are in the hell. And then Indra understand that thing, and then immediately he removes the illusion that whatever Yudhishthira was feeling for a few moments, and then he sees that he is in the actually heaven already. So Indra explains that there are few minute things in the past. Because of that, it appears to you like that, but actually it is the heaven only. But likewise, the individual soul in the childhood, even though he is appearing in a family who is addicted to the intoxicant, meat eating, and all these things, asura gunas, but he's going through that phase because of the past karmas. And then at least when he get an opportunity, so this is again Krishna says that if he is a bad soul, he will be sent to the so many of asura yonis. So that is again their karma. And until they get an opportunity to meet the devotees of the Lord, they do not get cleansed of it.
This verse, I was just wondering, Prabhupada says how not to take anything for gospel in a way. You got to read it and understand it and associate with good people so you can become pure eventually. But what evidence are they to say that the soul is there and the subtle body is there? Have we got evidence? I just wondered. All these questions are coming through my mind. It might be silly questions, but it's important that we understand it a bit.
Many people they take birth, and as soon as they come to speak some age, then they keep on speaking about their previous lives. For example, Kalpana Chawla, who went to the moon, and then when after she left her body, again she took the body of a boy, and when he comes to the 5 years old, he's speaking about, I have went to this space and speaking all about things, but he never have got that kind of experience of speaking to that kind of people. He's explaining, and people were amazed, and then says that the family of Kalpana Chawla, they were saying, yes, it is all things that she is to share, and it appears to be like that. So this is presence in our witness. In our presence, we see so many evidences, but we are not coming across. Even though we come across, we hear it and acknowledge it, or sometimes we forget about it. Again, the same.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we said we must experiment to get the truth.
yes.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, so we are nearly 50 minutes past 9 o'clock. Okay, if you're all happy, dear devotees, unless if you have got any questions, we shall move to the next Nasimha prayer. We have Ramlala Prabhuji to share anything. Prabhuji, you wanted to add anything? And Sita Sundari Mataji, please.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. You already, yes, as long you, this is interesting discussion was coming. So actually, what will happen? We should not think about it. Actually, the devotee only think about what is my direct, what I want to do, what is only to surrender to my Guru. Then ultimately everything will be safe. And what is the rest of the things? It is not. We don't need to think about it. So it will add some other way of deviation from the devotional service. So actually, a devotee never think what will be in the result, what is the consequence, what will coming at the end. So it's is actually the interesting question to think about it, but a devotee never think about it. So that is the point. Yeah. So, and our karma, or actually this Nishkam karma has no brain for the pious or impious result. So it's not coming for them. So this is the important thing. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. But I think what the Guru is saying, you come with an inquiring mind, because to get to the devotee level, you need to have the understanding, and then from then on you can dismiss it, because you're at a better, your mind is a lot more controlled then. And that's how I understand it to be. So these questions, in a way, they are useful, but I know what you're saying. Too much of it can be a bit disruptive.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji. So this is, for example, when we eat nice prasadam, dance, and being happy in a day. If I am not in that mood and not in that devotional service, if I am the materialistic activity, I might be in the pub or might be with the bad association, bad people, intoxication, meat eating. But here, the same experience, but here it is a blissful and transcendental experience. You are feeling happy, but other way, it is a degrading position. Materially also, it is a degrading. And here you are
Yeah.
elevated and happy. It is not only one day, it is continuously being happy. Every day chanting, following regulated principle, eating prasadam, that goes until end of life. But here ups and downs, ups and downs. And what is there at the end? But there is no eternity there. It is a temporary thing, a fearfulness, especially fearfulness about the death.
Yeah. And I can't claim to be a devotee yet, because I still have these questions, you know.
Yes.
So when you become a devotee, I think you're a lot more of a purer level, and you're able to surrender and dismiss all these attachments or whatever questions. Everything is attachment, isn't it?
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
Yeah.
This is called self-realization. Personally, one experience.
That's right, self-realization. Krishna conscious.
Krishna consciousness, yes.
Haribol. Sorry to take up so much time, because I came late as well, and I should have given the other devotees opportunity.
But thank you, Mataji. But inquiries are always required. Thank you so much for asking this.
Hare Krishna, just addition of this Janakana Mataji. Actually, here in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's instruction. First, Arjuna was, at the first chapter, Arjuna was thinking too much, what will happen, what will, many, many things. And then Krishna appeared, chapter 2, and then he started. First word is, you are fool. So why your mind is polluted? Due to that, you are anarjo. Why this concept was coming to you? So that is the actually this is the Guru's instruction. Actually, we should not think about only to surrender, to follow the instruction of Guru, and to be saved back to Godhead. And what is the other things we can think? Other things is many things, and it is non-ending things. So it is that is why with non-ending things we cannot during our short life we cannot get all the answers. So the safe condition is you have to surrender to Guru and back to Godhead. That is the result. Rest of the things is suffering, birth and death cycle. So why we have to think too much? When the burning a house, what is our main objective? So safe condition is going out of the house. So that is the things. So if we are thinking how the house was burned, from the what is the source, what is the many things, question can be arised. But the safe condition is we have to go out. So here also the material way of concept and spiritual way of conception. The spiritual way, the thing is to surrender. And surrender means without any te dandamo nirmukta bhajante mam dhrira brata. So without any doubt, only to devotion, bhajan, to devotion with determination, full determination. That is the point. And other thing we can ask, we can, many questions will coming, so no ending results also. So two options we can select one. What is the best? We will understand it. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And also, Prabhu, I just want to add, this verse is saying about Arjuna asking questions to understand and separate spiritual from material. So it is the same sort of thing, I suppose, going through our head. And to get to this surrender state, you do have to understand it, I think, personally, before we can get to that state. To surrender, how do we know when we surrendered? So you feel different and you're not wanting to be attached to anything. And I think the answer is what Krishna was giving to Arjuna. These are, they're only material attachment to the relatives and associates, because their body is nothing in the end. Once you're born, you have to go through these processes and you go anyway. So the soul and the subtle body goes with, into another body. And I know it's not easy for the layman like me to get to that stage yet. It's I'm working on it. No, I'm not sort of it's my topmost desire to get something out of what I do, but we know what is right and wrong, and I think the right path will take us to a better place, hopefully. Hare Krishna. Thank you for your wonderful input as usual. We don't get to hear from you a lot nowadays, so it was really nice.
Yeah, Mataji, it is interesting. Actually, there's this on the end of the sentences. Here, Krishna says to fight. So, what is the consequence of the fighting? If Arjuna was thinking too much, what will happen? How will many questions? What will the other things? But only Krishna's instruction to fight, and the
Yes.
result everything coming from Lord Krishna. He will decide what will result will come, because the result is I am thinking according my way, we will not get a real answer. So what will be in the future, we will not worried about things. So that's why two things we are doing: to thinking too much what was the past, to regret something, to something, it is not good. And what will be happened in the future, we are worried about it. It's not a safe condition for us. So here only thing to fight, and the result is coming from Lord Krishna, so not our hand. So that is the point. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, and thank you, Mataji. So in the battle, Krishna already foretold that Pandavas are going to win, and because he just needs to carry out either Arjuna does fight or not, everyone are going to die. He already foretold. So we just need simply carry out our duty. So Krishna gives the results. Okay, this is कर्मण्यवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफल हेतुर्भुः मा ते संगस्त्वकर्मणि. Without attachment to the results, you carry out your duty. You have only authority to carry out your duty, not on the results. Okay, so that's why tato dustangan utrujya sattu sajjeta buddhiman santa eva shindanti mano vyasanga mukti bihi. Leave all your mental speculations. And in the devotees association, satam prasangan mama vir samvido bhavanti frutkarna rasayana kataha tadjoshanadu asu apavargavatmani shraddha ratihi bhakti anukramishyati. So that way we always stay in the devotees and hear Krishna Katha, speak Krishna Katha, and sing a Krishna Kirtans likewise. Kirtanadeva Krishnasya Mukta Sangaha Param Rajet. That way we'll attain our perfection. Okay, so with that one, we shall move to the next part. Dasi prayers by our Hangma Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hangma Mataji. Apologies for a few minutes late. So,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
you want someone to accompany you, Mataji, or you want to do?
Yes, if anybody would like to follow, then yes, most welcome.
Sita Sundari Mataji is available. If
Yes,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
okay. Would you like to follow Hangma Mataji?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Mataji. When you're ready, please.
Okay, then I'll start. Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Prahlad Ladadaine.
Prahlad Ladadaine.
Hiranyakashipurvakshaha.
Hiranyakashipurvaksha.
Shilatankanakalaye.
Shilatankanakalaye.
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha.
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha.
Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha.
Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha.
Bahir Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho.
Bahi Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha.
Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapade.
Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapade.
Tavakara Kamalavare Nakham Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashiputanubhringam Keshavadhirta Narharirupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare.
तब कर कमल भरे नाखाम अभूत श्रृंगाम दलित हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृंगाम केशवधृत नरहरि रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे.
Keshavadhita Narhari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare.
केशवन्ता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे.
Jaya Narsimhadev Jaya Narsimhadev Jaya Narsimhadev Jaya Narsimhadev.
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव.
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj.
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव.
Shri Shri Narsimha Dev Bhagwan ki
जय
Takta Prahlad Maharaj ki
जय
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki
जय.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Very beautiful
Hare
Hanuman
Krishna.
Bhajan, Sundari Mataji. Very nice. So,
Even-
Thank you Prabhuji and thank you Mataji for
Yeah, thank you for giving me opportunity also.
Very nice Nasima Pranam Mataji. Hare Krishna.
thank you Mataji.
Hare
Krishna.
Beautifully done, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you Mataji.
Let's all please say three loud Hari Bols to Amaga Prabhu for a nice class.
and all the devotees.
And
So,
Mother Sachi Mataji and Dina Shrestha Mataji as well. Yeah, it was
Hare
nice to
Bol.
hear your reflections. Very nice. Thank you. Hari Bol.
Hari
Hari
Bol,
Bol.
glorious assembled devotees. Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari
Thank
Bol to all the
you.
devotees. And also devotees serving behind the ground. Prabhavati Sachi Mataji as well. Mataji is doing great service, assigning the devotees, bringing devotees here. Very beautiful. Thank you so much, Mataji, for your service. Many devotees are doing background and supporting the Sangha. Hari Bol to all the devotees.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, my
All are
computer's
very,
problem.
very
Yes,
helpful. Prabhu.
Sachi
All
Rani
very
Mataji has been amazing. I look at how this group has taken off because of her great input. You know, ringing us up and prompting us, encouraging. Amazing job. Thank you. Because she contacted me as well. I was late, obviously, but I just felt obliged to come in as soon as I can. So it's good.
It's all devotees are so great in this group all the time. They're so.
Yeah, you're so
Thank you all.
encouraging. That's what we need. Good encouragement.
Exactly.
Mm.
Hari Bol, Mataji.
Yes, very nice.
Hare Krishna.
3 cheers for Amol Prabhu and 3 cheers for all the other devotees today.
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hare
Hari
Krishna, Hare
Bol.
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare, Hare Hare Bol.
Hare
Hari
Krishna.
Bol.
Srila Prabhupada ki,
Jai,
Jai, Hare Krishna.
Uxbridge Gaura Sangha ki.
Oh yes,
Jai,
Oxford Gaura Sangha ki, Jai.
Jai,
Oxbridge Gaura Sangha ki, Jai.
Jai.
Three Hari Bols.
Radha
Hari
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 Bol,
Hari
Bol,
Hari Hari
Bol.
Bol,
Hari
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 Hari Hari
Bol.
Bol,
Bol.
Hari Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hari Hari Bol.
Thank you so
Krishna
much.
is smiling.
Yeah, very beautiful. Yes.
Hari
We
Krishna.
don't want to sleep, Prabhuji. We want to continue the program.
Yes, so shall we keep awake tonight?
You're so energetic to listen,
After
Prabhuji.
Ekadashi, beautiful, blissful Ekadashi.
Yeah, Duadasi is so nice paran, Mataji.
Oh, and we had a big feast at the temple this morning. It was amazing. In the freezing cold, people still turn up. It was so good.
I really love to join every single time our session, Prabhuji Mataji. Somehow I cannot manage. I always miss this blissful moment, you know. Today I grabbed it
No, don't
till
worry. You have
the
yet to
beginning
come.
to end, Mataji. Today I made it. So, you know, how many days gonna be this recharge for me? I don't know. I'm taking for, you know, bliss.
You got plenty of time. Don't worry. You will do it because you got great
No, Mataji,
desire.
time is never say plenty, Mataji. It will go, Mataji. Time is never gonna be enough for us, Mataji. I found like that in my this bhakti journey, you know, Mataji.
You got
Time is
amazing
too short.
desire, Mataji. Keep the desire up. You will get there.
Really feel, Mataji, time is too short to know all the ease things, you know, Mataji. Trying to grab, but somehow here and there, oh.
That's right. You're using your moments very fruitfully. Don't worry.
Yeah, Haribol. Thank you so much, Mataji. Your inspiration word to me.
No, it's true. It's true. Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Okay, so we shall conclude our session for tonight.
Yes,
Have a
Prabhuji.
blissful
We'll see
evening.
See you
you tomorrow.
tomorrow morning for Japa session at 5:30 a.m.
Yes.
Haribol.
Thank you.
Okay. Vancha
Kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubheva cha patinamohebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki Srila Prabhupada ki
Yes.
Jai Hari Hari Bol.
Just need everyone.
Thank you,
Hare
Amuk Prabhuji. Thank you, dear all devotees. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Gauranga
Hare
night.
Krishna.
Krishna, Gauranga night.
Gauranga night. Hare Krishna.
Radha Gokulananda ki jai.
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 Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai. Shri Shri
Jai.
Jai.
Radha
ki jai.
Gokulananda Bhajan Kutir ki jai.
Jai.
And the host ki jai.